Question for you, Jeff, and it's not a joke. Oh man, I'll get into that. Save that question for when a few more people get in here, because I'd love to answer that question. That's what this is all about, man. You guys can ask me anything. I know I'm usually a joker. No, that's a good question, man. That is a good question. Definitely a good question. I'll answer it here when more people get in. That'll be the first question I'll answer. So we'll let some people get in here. I know people are getting weird notifications. I know, if I start a little before 6, I know that people are thinking around 6. So I'm just rolling with it. What up, balls? How you doing, brother? What a crazy, crazy stream last night. Insane, man. I was so tired by the time it was over with. I laid in bed and I literally I felt exhaustion, like I had physically done something. What up, Schmitty? What do you think about the Jordan Estella rules card? What's that? I saw a Jumpin' Jordan Garbage Pail Kid card that's popping. Somebody posted on Twitter. It's an actual Garbage Pail Jumpin' Jordan card, and they're on eBay. You can buy them on eBay. They're like $60 to $200. It's insane. But the Jordan Estella Rules card, I'm not even sure what that. For me, it was identity of drugs. I'm only a year and a half West Coast sober, so for me, it was definitely meth and smack. I got you. And I'll get into that, Void. We'll let a couple more people pop in here, and that's what it's all about. So keep that question. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. You might have to remind me. What's going on, Jamie? Pittsburgh's in the house. Paul, Gate City Pickers in the house. Stella is a Spain card. I will definitely check it out, man. For sure, I will check them out. Yeah, Israela, okay. Israela, okay. Yeah, man, I will for sure check them out. And what we're also going to do, we are going to do that giveaway that Jimmy Guns. We're probably just going to do a pick a number. I'll do a random number pick on random.org for each one of them. Maybe I'll do one with that, one with something else. But we'll let a couple more people get in here before we do that. I kind of told people we'd probably do it at the beginning of the stream. So if there's some people that don't want to be in here, that's fine. I know this isn't a stream for everybody. This isn't a stream that some people love this. Some people, I got great feedback last time, but I know it's not for everybody. I know some people are just here more just for the cards. They're not in here for the hearing about the addiction side things, and this Q&A can be about anything. You can ask anything, but I'm basically leaving it as an open book. What's up, Jim F? 10s are selling for 50 to 75. Think people are sleeping on them. Really? I have to look into it. I'll definitely have to look into it. The first time I heard of it, man. Where did you see him posting them? Like on a social media or what? Is that where you first saw him? Is on some social media? It's good to see you again, Pix. Good to see you again. Let me do a tweet really quick so people know that we're going to do that giveaway. I don't want people to miss out. There was a lot of people in here for a long time last night, and I don't want to feel like they get shafted if they're not in here, because we're going to do a pick. Okay, we are going to do the... I can't type today. It's probably still tired from yesterday. So get in the stream. You don't. All right. Get that tweet out. Chris B's in the house. Man, Johnny W., it is so flippin' beautiful out here today. Minnesota was like 61 degrees. It looks like it's still pretty nice out, but took the dog for a walk probably at about noon. Just took calls while I was walking. Had a order form in my hand just in case. Mr. Smiles, it's been a while, brother. I hope you're doing well. Scenes are for most people deaf. I get many thumbs down. It's silly. I don't care because it's not just being honest and open, so they don't like it all. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too, and I'll talk about that. Some people don't like. I'm about to start work, man. Have a great night. Take care, everyone. I will for sure, Smitty. I will for sure. I appreciate you at least popping in and saying what's up, man. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Swing Away Sports, what's going on, man? How you doing? I just sent a tweet out, so we'll give people a few minutes. Schmitty, pick a number between 1 and 300 before you leave, okay? And then I'll put yours in. Just put it in chat. But a number between 1 and 300. Just Schmitty, not all you guys right now. Just Schmitty. We're gonna wait till more people get in here before we start it for the rest of them. What's up, Michael Ang? How you doing, brother? BCC, what's going on? What's going on? Super's in the house. Anyone tried to get Bowman? Yeah, I heard about everybody failing big time today. Big time today. It's like all the bots got up. Schmitty, if you're still on here, pick a number between 1 and 300. Schmitty, write it in. Chat it in. I'll include it when we do it. If not, it's all good. Just want you to have a shot at it. I don't sell anything, rarely break anything else since I've been a singles buyer, so I have no idea why. Even I don't know. People just might enjoy it. No, Void, not you right now. This is just for Schmitty. Just Schmitty. What's up, John? How you doing, brother? I'm going to let people filter in. I'm going to give them a few minutes. I just posted a tweet. Superman, what's going on, brother? Jesse's in the house. I just sent a tweet out because I want to be fair to as many people as possible. We had an incredible stream. Coach, not yet, brother. This is for Schmitty because he said he was leaving. He had to go to work. I wanted to make sure he was included, but I guess he must already dipped out. But I want everybody to have a shot because last night's stream was incredible. The sale was amazing. It's not that we made a ton of money. I mean, we sold a lot of cards. We sold a lot of lower, quarter to $2-3, but I don't care as long as we're having fun. But we just had an insane stream, and I want as many people to have a shot at this giveaway, especially when we were running with 60, 70 people at most times. So I just only feel like it's fair that we do it to as many. I'm going to, while I'm waiting for people to get in here, though, what's going on, Scott Carter? How you doing, man? Richard's in the house. Coach is here. Joshua's here. I got a little rack. A little Viking B-Day rack from my man Burly Man. I don't know if Burly Man's in the chat yet. What's up, card collector? How you doing, brother? What's going on, man? And I'm just going to read this quick. Said, going to be about a week late of your B-Day, but wanted to get you something. I try to partake in racks as I'm able to. But this one I hope can go from one PC to another because he's a Viking collector as well. PC, worst case. I know you'll use them to start a rack for another Skull Brother. Keep on keeping on and know the joy you bring to the hobby extends broadly, even to guys like me who may not directly know. Thank you, Burly Man, a.k.a. Jordan. So I appreciate that, brother. He sent me a little rack here. It's going to be harder to see because I don't have my other camera up, but because of the view, but we got a little Teddy B. This is a cool, insert die cut Teddy B. A little Dalvin Cook, Prism, a little Pulsar. Percy Harvin, who says he's making a comeback. He's down to 175 pounds. He was running up a parking ramp on a video on Twitter. That's cool. Rising Stars, Adam Thielen. Irv Smith to 299. Irv Smith to 399 from Illusions. Irv Smith to 299 First Impressions, little RPA. RPA from XR. Appreciate it, Burley Man, in a Madison from Illusions to $2.99. So I appreciate that. And then I also bought. All right, who else we got pulling in here? I also bought on eBay. I grabbed a 85 Puckett. Donruss Puckett rookie for like $5-6, but it's really clean. It's hard to see, I know, again, because of the lighting and stuff when I run it with this camera, but still cool. Oh, shoot. The dude throw in, wow, heck, look at that. Bonus. These were in there, too. It's pretty sweet. That was a pretty nice eBay dude. That guy's looking for more business. That guy knows what's up. Like, that's awesome. I know a lot of you guys do extras as well when someone buys cards from you. I tell you guys, that's the real thing to do. You don't have to include anything crazy, even if it's just some of the same team or something. I know people really appreciate that stuff. And it makes you, it's all about that, making the customer feel like they got a great deal. So, nice bow, nice jack, included with the Puckett. 85 Puckett. So, I'll take it, man. That's a heck of a steal. Yeah, Kirby. I want to get a Kirby auto. That's going to be my next move is a Kirby Puckett auto card or something. Kirby Puckett auto, Kirby jersey, something. I'm going to start getting some more of my mem going. I got a Thielen full-size helmet auto. I got a Levine auto ball. I got a KG auto ball. I got a Diggs mini helmet auto. And I got a couple other things I want to start getting, so when I build up my room here, we can get it rolling. What's up, Tim? Layman's in the house. Truth Seekers in the place. Jay Bird's here. Who am I missing? Sports Kids. My transaction failed. What kind of transaction was that, Sports Kids? I'm not sure what that means, brother. What do you mean by your transaction failed? Peds is in the place. All right, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. I'm going to kind of explain to you guys what's coming up, what's happening, while we give a few more minutes to let more people filter in, because I just sent the tweet out about the guns giveaway. What we're going to be giving away is going to be a $25 credit to the gun show. That can be used this Saturday. It can be used whatever Saturday you want to, whenever you see something you like. If you win it, it's $25. And then we're also going to do another one for $25, and this is courtesy of Jimmy Guns for Dan at the DMN Takeover. So he does his Twitter sales on Twitter 3-4 days a week, and you can use, if you win it, you'll get $25 credit to pick out some cards, and Dan will know who the winner is when we pick them, and yada yada yada, and Jimmy will get them all the information. So we're going to do that. Tonight's stream after that is exactly what it shows. It's going to be a Q&A. So I did one of these probably a month or two ago, and I got great feedback. A lot of people enjoyed it. It's basically where you guys can ask me any questions you want in regards to me personally, the hobby, my thoughts, addiction. I mean, pretty much anything. You already know I'm an open book, man. I'll pretty much tell you guys anything. And then I kind of give you my thoughts on that stuff. We already have one good question that was asked first thing, and I told them to wait until we start that. So we're going to do that tonight, and then tomorrow, we're going to have another fun Thursday stream. So tomorrow night, get your favorite beverage if you drink. Get your favorite alcohol, whatever. Pour a drink. Grab a couple cold brewskis. Come and hang out in the stream. We're going to start at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to join me on the stream, I can send you a link. We can switch people out like we did last Thursday. And we're also going to be keeping our eye on the draft. Who's drafted, but we don't just need to focus on the draft. We'll talk about whatever. We'll, just like last week, only now we're going to have the draft happening as well. So it's going to make it that much more fun because we're going to have, we can give each other crap. Oh, your team drafted so-and-so. You know, what are your thoughts on the picks? Da-da-da-da. People who are big fans of whatever team's on the clock or picks. It'll be fun. So we'll have a little alcohol involved as well. So I'm really looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be kind of another fun weekly thing. I think is going to be good for us to just hang out, chill, and interact. So, what's up, RSR? How you doing, brother? I can't catch it on the TV. I'm just trying to catch up with chat real quick. Whitaker, what's going on, my man? Good to see you in here. I was lucky enough to get one of those Jeter cards, the tops, last night. Woke up and there was one in my cart. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's my dude. Loved watching him play. You talking about Bonds? Oh, yeah, Bonds. Yeah, Bonds. Bonds, the big man. All right, so we got 28 in here. I was hoping we could get a couple more in here that they could get a shot at the giveaway. Maybe what I'll do is if there gets to be more as we're going on in the stream, maybe I'll throw in some extra too, or we can do an extra one or two. So Jimmy's probably busy working or whatever, I'm sure. I always forget that he's the Pacific time, so he's always behind us. Shoot, I'm just trying to think. We should do this. I really wish Jimmy would be in here so we could do this while he was here, because this is his giveaway, and we were gonna do it last night, but man, it was crazy with the sales. Like, we had a solid, very solid, good stream last night. So, I mean, it was freaking crazy. Insane, guys. So 135 likes or something we got. It was just insane, guys. So, but all right. Let me see. Let me text him real quick and see if he's home yet before I do this. I just want to make sure because it's kind of his thing. Let me just text him real quick. We should send out a tweet to have him pop in. Well, I just sent him a text. So that'll be probably the quickest in case he's not on. In case he's not on Twitter right now. You know, we sent him a tweet. He may not have notifications. I know that my notifications for Twitter are off. Because if I had them on, it would be going off every second. I just, I can't deal with that. I can't have my phone going off every 2 seconds. So, yeah, the auction was absolutely insane, guys. And it's actually really incredible how we're all having some really good, fun, positive, high view, like gun shows last night, RSR. I mean, guys, I've talked about this before, but if you guys haven't been in RSR Cards and Collectibles auctions on Sundays, you guys are missing out. It's a great time. I brought this up like a week or two ago. Man, the family atmosphere, let me turn this down a little bit. The family atmosphere, it's just incredible. And I remember, like, when they first started doing auctions, I think they had, the typical, it's like when anybody starts. You got 7, 8, 10 people watching you. But it's like I always say with anything, consistency. They continue to do it. They showed up every Sunday. They made that their day that they're going to do their auction. And more people, and then people would stop in for the first time, and they would see, and they would interact with people, and it would be fun. And RSR and Bubba and Susan would, pay attention to the people and interact with them and whatnot. And that's what keeps people engaged. And most people like that. And now to see them pushing 30 plus in an auction is just, it's absolutely awesome. It's mind blowing. It's crazy to see the growth with a lot of people, where we're all going, where it's all coming to. What is my favorite color, Christy Dunn? My favorite color is going to be red. My favorite color is red. What up, Airtime? How you doing, brother? So, is Johnny Charger in here yet? I got his box. He sent me a bunch of Prism. I also bought a bunch of 2019 Optic Blasters. Guys, a big part of the theme is going to be Optic in the 24-hour stream because Optic is one of my favorite products. I'm going to have Optic from like 16, 2017, hopefully 18. I got some 19 on the baseball side. I'm hoping to do the same thing with football. The only issue with the deal is I can't just run to LCSs right now with them not open. I have to order this stuff or find it, and I'm having a hard time finding some of the stuff I want to find for a decent price. Football Optic is crazy insane. Just Gate City Picker, man. I know you're good. You're always in here, and I like you, dude. Just don't say somebody needs this or that. I take care of Crazy all the time. I'm in his streams. We don't want to spam the word subs. We don't want to spam the word subs, and we don't want to say needs. We don't want to ask people for things, right? Like when it comes to that kind of stuff. It'll naturally come. There'll be natural growth. Crazy is growing. Crazy's got Blood X. He's got me. He's got everybody in our community behind him. We shout him out. We talk about him. It's all good, man. It is all good. What up, BITG is in the place to be. Hope you're doing well. I am going to, also for all members. No, you're good, man. It's kind of something we don't want to do in asking that way. I talk about Crazy often. I bring him up often. I brought him up in the last couple streams. I stop in. I'm in his streams. You see me in his streams. I support him 100%. But it's just we don't want to do that really for anybody. You know, I mean, we want to support everybody. We want to get people more love and more views and whatever. But we just got to do it the right way. What's up, Butler? How you doing, brother? Boomer, Noah, if you're there too as well. What's up, man? Jonathan Braden, good to see you. So BITG is sending some 2017 fat packs, a bunch of them for Optic Baseball, because that is one product that is very hard to find. If you go to Dave and Adams, if you go to any of the big card websites and look for 2017 Optic Baseball, all of those websites are looking to buy that product because it's just that hot. So we got to, I like the emojis. I like the other emojis you got going on there, brother. What is that? Is that a sponge or some cheese, or what do we got going on there? What day are we voting on the cards? So, Jamie, that's probably going to be Sunday. I think Sunday. It's either going to be Friday this week or Sunday, and I'll let you know more. But what I was also getting at is there's going to be a members stream. I'm going to stream every day regardless for everybody. But I'm going to be doing a members only, like either before a stream or after a stream in the next couple days, probably this weekend. So look out for that. New to a lot of the social groups and different platforms of the hobby. Nice meeting you. Scott, hey man, Scott, welcome. I'm glad you're here, brother. We have a lot of great people in this community that stream, that do sales, that do auctions, that do breaks, like BITG Breaks and RSR Cards and Collectibles does auctions. Jimmy Guns does great auctions. Eloy the Goat does stuff. Crazy for Cardboard does his card sales during the daytime. There's a lot of great people in here, and there's a lot of just great members in general that are collectors, and I consider all of them my friends. I like to get to know people as more of a friend or a friend level. So welcome aboard. Sterling, I love seeing that. Welcome to the member. I appreciate you with the member there, Sterling Wilson. Thank you so much. But again, Scott Carter, welcome, man. I hope you find some great people to hang out with. Hope you enjoy my content. It switches up daily. We do different things. Wednesday is kind of a day for me, and that's why we're doing a Q&A again, because I got good feedback for it. But Wednesday is kind of a day for me where I don't really have anything specifically planned. So Monday I do an interview. I interview somebody within the hobby or that's gone through addiction. Tuesdays I have my card auction or sales. Wednesday's kind of blah. Thursday is like Thirsty Thursdays, where we have a couple drinks, we get ready for the weekend. I can bring people on stream, we can interact with chat, do whatever we want to do. Fridays, we try to do different things like Fun Fridays. It's really hard with the LCSs closed right now. Saturdays, I usually go do IRL during the daytime, so I go somewhere. Last Saturday, I went to the Stone Arc Bridge, and I streamed and showed you guys where I was at and whatnot. We went downtown Minneapolis, and it was empty. It was eerie. And then Sundays, I do like my Sunday shout-out stream where I just kind of try to recognize people that I feel I've seen do some amazing things throughout the week. And just try to give them extra recognition. I just use Two Pushing Folks in other communities. No. Yeah, that's fine, Gate City Picker. And again, I'm not mad at you, bro, and I understand that. It's just that in the card community, because we've had issues in the past, so Truth Seekers is in here, one of our good guys. What's up, Bob S? How you doing, brother? Truth Seekers is also in this stream. He had a stream going on, a sale one night, and everybody kept saying, I'm going to sub you, sub me, da-da-da, and it got spammed. And YouTube, the YouTube computer algorithm, whatever, took the stream down. Like, the stream stopped. So we could be, so you just got to be careful using those words and doing that. I appreciate the love. Like I said, like, Crazy is my favorite redneck. By far my favorite redneck. And he loves when I say that, too. You go tell him I said that. He loves when I say that. And I have nothing but love for the guy. But I'm still not hearing anything. What up, W Vogs? How you doing, brother? I'm still not hearing anything from Jimmy. So I wonder if he got stuck with work late. We might just go ahead and do this so we can get into the regular part of the stream. I didn't even see Balls in here yet. Is Balls in here? Or he was in here in the beginning. Never mind. Alright, guys. What's up, Cyclone Pack Ripper? How you doing, brother? So we got 31 people in here. Yeah, usually emoji bus, whatever. I'm going to get these giveaways done because I do want to get into the bread and butter of the stream, which is Q&As. And I already have a question on tap. That's a very good one. So I'm going to switch this here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just use random.org for the first one, okay? So this one is going to be for the guns. This is going to be for the Guns Show, Saturdays on YouTube. The Jimmy Guns Show, his auction, his card sales. You're going to pick one time. Now, once you post your number, if and then someone else posted the same number, it's the first person to post that number gets that number. So if you see the number after you hit enter because you may have not entered it fast enough or it pops up right before you do it and then you hit enter, then you're going to re-pick another number, okay? So it's going to go 1 through 3. So it's a number 1 through 300. 1 through 300. I'm going to work. I saw the people are having bad luck. Pick a number between 1 and 300, guys. 1 and 300. And BITG, man, I tried calling you. You tried calling me. I was busy. I tried calling you back. You never picked up. You're a tough man to get a hold of. Is nobody wanting in on this or what? Oh, there we go. All right. I'm going to try to see if I can catch to make sure there's not the same number. Got 81, 55. What's up, Nolan? How you doing, man? If you pick a number between 1 and 300, but look at what's already been posted because you don't want to use the same number because otherwise you'll have to pick again. You can pick once, one time. Pick a number between 1 and 300. Just making sure nobody's... No, Noah, I'll give you guys each your own. Boomer and Noah, that's fine. You guys are both part of the community. You know, it'd be different if somebody's like me and my wife, but my wife's never in the streams or a part of the community. Well, that's not an active person. But yes, Noah is as active as you are in the community. So you guys can, I will say that you guys can both pick your own number because you're both active in the community. And I would say that with anybody. That as long as we know who the other person is, they're active in the community, they're in these streams, they chat with us and interact with us, I would say yes. I'm going to give it a... sorry, I always use the number... I'm going to give it another minute or two. Guys, if you're just getting in here, pick a number 1 through 300. We're doing the giveaway. This is the first $25 giveaway. We're doing a guns giveaway. This is courtesy of Guns. 25 for his gun show, and then the next one we'll do will be for the DMN takeover for Dan on Twitter. Yeah, no, not that, Butler. I appreciate it, though. They have to be active in the chat, in community. So I see the numbers ticking up. That's why I'm giving it a little bit, guys, because I see people slowly floating in here. People might just be getting off of work, might finally just got on Twitter. Just want to make sure everybody that's here has a chance to get their numbers in. Cat DVDs, what's going on? Smash, what up, brother? How you doing, Michael? Hope all is well with you. Just make sure there's not a... is deaf tonight. We got the draft tomorrow night, buddy. You ready for it, Smash? Alright, so we got 37 in here. Alright, guys, I'm going to give it another minute or two just to make sure as people are filtering in. Cat DVDs, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Kaboom Box, if you haven't picked a number yet, pick a number 1 through 300. We're doing the first $25 giveaway for the gun show. Just look at the numbers and make sure they weren't already picked. And if you did pick a number that was picked before yours, make sure you pick a different number, please. So just double check, look at the number you did, scroll through, make sure you don't have the same one. You pick one number. What up, Bash Bro? Pick a number between 1 and 300, brother, if you have not picked a number yet, Bash. 1 through 300. Make sure it hasn't already been picked. Scroll through the numbers. Can't remember if you did or not. Oh, we got the 0 like the old def pick. Colleen. Borrow one, yeah, I think that's how it goes too. Bash, I think 1 might have been picked before you, buddy. Let me just double check. Maybe not. I don't see it. So you got 1. You got 1. You're good. BITG goes 0. Now we got more in here. All right. If you're just joining, guys, pick a number between 1 and 300. Pick one time. Make sure the number wasn't picked. This is for the giveaways for Jimmy Guns. For the gun show, a $25 credit that he's doing. And then 1 for a DMN takeover. This one will be for the guns show. So pick a number between 1 and 300. Make sure it was not picked already. I'm going to give it just another minute or so, and then I'm going to say closed for this first one. All right. Closed. All right, guys. Check on screen right here. I'm about to pick it. A number randomly 1 through 300. You guys, good luck. This is for $25 credit for my boy Jimmy Guns at the Gun Show. You guys ready? About to pick the number. Let's get it. Good luck, all. It's 222. Where is Kedrick Aker? That's his numbers. 222s. Twos everywhere. All right, guys. Did someone actually pick 222? Who was closest? 120. I got a 225 for Swing Away Sports. 20. I think it's going to be Swing Away Sports. He's got a 225. 225 for Swing Away Sports. Yep, that's it, man. Congrats, brother. You just got $25 credit for the Gun Show, Jimmy Gun Show. I will let him know. You can use that in his auctions anytime this coming Saturday, whenever, bro. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. All right, guys. We are going to do the next one. And this is going to be it's going to be a different, so don't pick a number yet, because it's going to be a different, through a different set of numbers, okay? Trying to think if I should select a card. I'll just do the random thing again. All right, so this time we're going to do 1 through All right, 1 through 4,545. We're going to double it up on the 4545 for your boy Defness. So, here we go, guys. Pick a number 1 through 4,545. The closest to it gets the $25 credit from Guns, courtesy of Guns, for Dan at the DMN Takeover. All right, guys, go ahead and shoot. Let's go. Remember, if you see your number posted already, repick, but you can only pick once unless your number was already, like, drawn before you put it on there. All right, guys, I got you. Alex, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Again, this is 25 credit courtesy of Jimmy Guns for Dan at the DMN Takeover on Twitter sales. You can use it at any time. Bash, that's too much, brother, unless you're just not wanting to be in it. Hobbyist, too high unless you don't want to be in it, brother. Because BITG already has 45-45, so if it was that high or close to it, are you sure you guys want to bet a number over that? Hobbyist, or hobbyist just doing it just to do it? He's doing it like Def does it. Def just does 0 or 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, guys, BITG's got some great breaks tonight too, man. Seriously, I'm super pumped. I think he's still got football available, some football spots. He's doing 3 boxes of 2015 Rookies and Stars. It's 15 hits and a box of something else, and then he's got 18 and 19 Chronicles, which I think is sold out, And there is the first break was great too, man. He's got some great breaks tonight. I texted him earlier today when I saw the lineup and said, man, these are some good breaks tonight. Definitely gonna have to hang out with our boy BITG tonight in some breaks. Alright, give it another minute or two. Okay, that's fine, Card Obvious. I appreciate it, man. I didn't know. I didn't know if maybe, I always got to check to make sure because I don't know if maybe you saw the number, you're on a phone and it's hard to see, it's smaller, whatever. I just wanted to make sure you had a fair chance if you wanted to be involved. What's up, Card Collector 959? How you been, man? Johnny W. So again, if you're just getting in here, this is for $25 break credit courtesy of Jimmy Guns for Dan at the DMN Takeover, and we're guessing a number 1 to 4,545. If you've already seen the number, you need to take a different number because we go with the first one. So Void, which one are you doing then, buddy? All right, Card Collector, I appreciate you popping in, brother. Thank you for stopping in, my man. Did you get a guess in? Oh, you did? Okay, cool. I'll let you know, man. Or you'll be able to watch the stream back, too, and see who it goes to. Yeah, take care, man. All right, so you're rolling with 3465. So everybody heard this. Void's number is going to be 3465. All right, I'm gonna give it another minute or so, and then I'm gonna select the number. All right, guys. I'm gonna say we think we have plenty of time here. Closed. We'll do another one maybe tomorrow or Friday. I'll do one for you guys for like guns and BITG or something. We'll figure something out. All right, guys. Good luck. Closest to the number, or if you hit it right on the number. Good luck. Ready? Good luck, y'all. 4396. 4,396. There it is, guys. So Bash is at 4544. Whoa, Superman's at 4,444. Yeah, it looks like Superman takes it, man. Look at that. Superman. Right here. 4,444. BITG wasn't too far off there, though. BITG was not too far off there. Congrats, brother. Superman gets it. So, Superman, follow Dan if you don't already. I got his Twitter link in the description below. You guys should all be following both Jimmy and him and be subscribed to Jimmy. Their links are in the bottom because they did the sponsor, or it's Jimmy's giveaways. So make sure you hit up all their links, follow, subscribe them. That's awesome. So you got $25 for Dan at the DMN Takeover on Twitter. So you just let him know when he posts cards, when he has the sales. I'm trying to think if he'll have one tomorrow or not. Balls will know better, but the next time he does the sales, he starts posting listing cards, and you just put take. And if you're the first one to take it, then he starts stacking them for you. So, Bobby, what's going on, my brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. No Dacker, how you been, man? Good to see you. So, Superman, congrats, buddy. Congrats, man. Awesome. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'll do something either tomorrow or Friday. Maybe we'll do a fun giveaway tomorrow as well. And I'll do something Friday. I'll do like two $25 giveaways as well, or something to like guns and BITG, or we'll figure it out. Maybe RSR, I'll do one for them too, and whoever. I'll figure something out. We'll do something cool. We'll do something fun. Okay? So, tomorrow we'll do something while we're doing the Thirsty Thursday. Who knows? I might get a little tipsy and give away a little too much. And then Friday we'll definitely do a couple giveaways as well for some channels. So we had one today. Tomorrow. What was that? I'm trying to remember. All right, guys. So again, basically what we're doing now for the rest of the stream is going to be kind of a Q&A, if you will. I did this once before, and I got a lot of good feedback from it as far as, people enjoyed it. So I figured, what the heck, might as well do it again now that we got a lot of new faces in here. So, all right, so we already had a question, and I want to answer that question. So, the first, and you guys can ask me anything, guys. As I've always been an open book and honest to you guys. I pretty much talk to you guys about anything. So, Void actually had a really good question. He said, what was the hardest substance or drug for me to quit? Okay? And I'm just going to kind of break it down. So, I'll kind of give you a little side thing on everything, because I like you guys to know who I am. So, I'll get into the drug side, but I'll start with the alcohol side. So, for me, alcohol is, I may almost sound like a hypocrite for this, because I'm an addict myself, and I know that. That's why I'm saying this. But alcohol has never been a tough thing for me. Okay? I can be around. I could have a family event. Like, we could have a get together for the family, and most of my family will have a couple of drinks, right? Nobody will get drunk, crazy, whatever. Hell, my sister has a drink or two every night. Doesn't get wasted, just has a drink or two a night just to relax her body after the day, whatever. A lot of people probably do, right? But alcohol for me is a very tough thing because of my father and his addiction to drinking. So alcohol is what ruined me and my father's relationship. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what happened. He chose alcohol over being with my mom and ultimately being with me and my sister, and walking out when I was young. So I don't really have issues, and the reason why I say that with alcohol, because I'm the type of person, when I have something happen to me or I'm affected by something, I make sure that I am not going to be in that same position, at least with that same thing. Now, here's where you might call me a little bit of a hypocrite. And I realize it because I am an addict myself. It's just alcohol is not my thing. I don't drink every day. I don't, this weekend was the most I drank, like 2 days in a row. Like, even tomorrow, we'll do our Thirsty Thursday. I'll have a couple cocktails with you guys, and I won't probably drink it all this weekend. I don't drink most weekends. I don't drink during the day most times. But this Thursdays, I'll have a drink or two with you guys just to hang out and chill. So I'm starting with that, and then we'll get into the drugs. So, and I just feel it's important to talk about it all. And this is, again, guys, I do a lot of this because this is therapy for me. This platform is really therapeutic for me in my recovery because I need to talk about it. So, like I said, I'm the type of person that I just don't let something that's affected me like take over or control me. And what I mean by that is alcohol, right? My dad's an alcoholic. He still is. We don't have a very good relationship. I mean, we try, we talk. Hell, he called me on my birthday, and it's not that he gets so wasted that he can't remember. He knows exactly when my birthday is. I know he loves me. I know when I go down and I visit them and I talk to my stepmom, who doesn't drink every day and isn't an alcoholic, and she tells me how he talks about me and my sister every day and how much he loves us. But we just never got to build that father-son relationship. If you caught me and my dad in a room together, it's not like I hate him or I won't talk to him. I'll definitely talk to him. The difference is, though, is if you were to so some of you guys know RSR, Rob and Bubba and them. Like, just put it this way. You see them, how much they interact, like, during the auctions when Bubba's around. It's like the father-son thing, right? If you put me and my dad in the same room, we're not going to kill each other. We're not going to be mean to each other. But we're going to have a hard time communicating. Like, we don't have that deep connection. And it sucks. And that's been a big part of affecting my life as I've grown up. I've tried to hide from it. I think that's part of why I got into taking pain pills, because it numbed my thoughts and I guess me being depressed on that side of things. But alcohol is not a big thing for me. Let's go to the next thing. THC or weed. Have I smoked? Absolutely, I've smoked. Do I smoke often? No. In fact, this goes all the way back to high school days. So, one of my closest cousins, that's the same age as me, we graduated the same year in high school. He kind of hung out with all the smokers and whatever, right? And we all got along in high school. We all got together. But he literally was smoking all the time, daily in high school. In fact, he got kicked out of his dad's house because they found out he was smoking. So my mom, the big heart she is, took him in, and she asked if he could stay in our room with us for a while, whatever. And at that time, he was smoking. I didn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wasn't really big into it. Now, did I ever do it in high school? Of course I did it in high school. Most people did, right? But even to this day, when I was when I was addicted to the things I was addicted to, the pain pills and stuff, and the Molly and the Yay, there wasn't a lot of smoking marijuana in there. No, I don't. I think it's a great thing for people. I think it helps meditate a lot of people. It calms a lot of people. It helps with anxiety. I think it should be legal, to be honest with you. But I'm not a daily smoker. I got introduced to prescription pain pills. I actually got introduced to them from a friend before I actually got an injury that then led me back to them. We were going to some kind of birthday party or something, and he was there, and he's like, "Oh, I got a couple of Percocets. Have you ever tried Percocets or whatever?" And I'm like, I hadn't even tried pain pills at the time. I'm like, "No, man, never really whatever." He's like, "Oh, they'll just make you feel good, whatever." So he hands me a couple of them. And mods, if you guys can keep chat, and if people got questions, if you can kind of remind me, because I'm not reading chat right now. When I start talking, I'm not even looking at chat. I'm looking at the camera, so I'm talking to you guys. But if mods can do me a favor, I'm not trying to not pay attention to the chat. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm telling you. So if there's any questions or anything that come up or anything you want me to address, let me know after I'm done going through this part of this. So he introduced me to him, and I remember the first time I took him. I felt amazing. I felt like I was on cloud nine. I felt like there was no worry in the world. I just felt like, wow, this is great. These are great. But that wasn't really where it ever really... That was my introduction to him. It never took off there, right? So I went through my separation with my ex-wife. All that happened. I wasn't on anything at that time. I wasn't taking anything. I wasn't addicted to pain pills. I wasn't doing anything, right? I was working. I was a manager. I was actually a manager of Walmart at the time. And I was basically just work and go home and be with my kids. And, so when I went through all that, I started going out. Like the nights that were my nights, we basically worked out a deal, me and my ex-wife, that so we weren't seeing each other much, like at all, right? But we were, one of us was always with the kids. So the nights I worked, or the days I worked, because I had a really cool schedule, I worked like 3 days, 3 12 or 14-hour days, and then I had 3 days off, and it rotated. So the days I would work, I wouldn't go home those days anymore. When we started going through our separation, I'd go and I'd stay at like my best friend's house, the one I actually work for now. And he really helped me through this process. He helped me a lot because I was going through a lot, because it took me like I felt like I got hit with a truck the way this all went down. Like I felt like, why the hell am I getting cheated on? Why is this happening? Why is whatever? Like, I'm a good dude. Why? So, I started getting heavy into MMA, training 4 to 5 days a week. Well, let's go back. I was going out the nights I'd be with my friend. My friend wouldn't let me go out very often. He would, because he knew I was going through a lot. He didn't want me to while out. He didn't want me to, nights that I was not around my kids. And then the days that she worked, I'd be with the kids and I'd stay with my kids, and we'd stay home and I'd stay with them and take care of them. So then I started, my best friend is a jiu-jitsu instructor, and we started going to this gym. And she started to not be around as much because she was acting like she was 20, 21 years old. Like she had no kids, right? And so I would have the kids even more than I was supposed to at a certain time here. And I was going to training 4 to 5 days a week at a gym in Lakeville. And actually, that's when I really got to know Mike Richmond, who fought in the Bellator. He fought for a world championship in featherweight. Dude's got some of the best hands in the world. And then he got suspended, and his career kind of went down the dumps because he got caught using steroids or PEDs after he fought for the championship. But I was training 4 to 5 days a week, jiu-jitsu, MMA, doing it all. Muay Thai, working on my striking, everything. And I was rolling. I was in class, and I was rolling, and my arm got completely cranked the wrong way. And I did some damage to my shoulder. And when that happened, I went in to get it checked. I thought I was going to have surgery. They did some tests, whatever. They're like, you got a small tear in your rotator cuff. We could do surgery. I don't know. You probably give you a cortisone shot. Pain probably won't come back. It may come back years, whatever. If it gets worse, maybe we'll have to do surgery then. So that's when I was prescribed some Oxy. And that's pretty much when it kind of started. And when it started, it was a slow, just kind of, take them, it's helping with my pain. I get the cortisone shot. And then I started finding ways to get my hands on them. Oh, because I couldn't get prescribed them, and I wasn't going to be that person that was like a fiend that went to a hospital or a doctor every time and said, oh, this hurts or that hurts, so I can get some more pain pills to get them prescribed. I was making decent money. I just figured I'd find them myself, and I figured I would have enough connections and people that could hook me up or lead me to the right place. So, man, went on taking that for a long time, and it was pretty much just taking pain pills, like taking pain pills daily, nightly. Again, I was a fully functional addict, meaning I didn't miss work. I didn't get fired from places while I was addicted. I showed up. Did I have some bad days where if I ran out and I couldn't get my hands on some, I was extra moody. I would lay around feeling sick because I was having withdrawals. But it wasn't often that was the case. It was typically I had it. I could find it. I could get it. I mean, it got to a point where I had a person that I could get them from. And this was a couple years back before they really cut down and started really weaning people back and not prescribing as easy. But I mean, this person would get like 120 10 milligram oxys and some 20 milligram oxys, like 60 or 100 of them, and I'd pretty much, if I could, I'd buy them all, and I'd think I'm ready. I'd think I'm good. I'd think, man, I'm set forever, right? You get a big quantity. Anybody that's an addict that was addicted to pain pills, you get a big quantity and you're like, oh man, I'm good for a long time. But you realize that the more you buy at a time, the more you start taking. And the more you're taking, it's not really changing anything. It's not really, you get to a point where you can only be so numb. You can only be so high, right? But in your mind's telling you differently. Like, oh, you need to keep taking some more and some more and some more. So, got back into working with my buddy, and then I decided that I was going to do some security at my buddy's restaurant nightclub. My boy David and the Ansari brothers and all them. And that was a big mistake. So I would go out, and it all started because it was like a Halloween night, and I was actually at home. And my buddy called me and said, hey, man, is there any way you could help me or do some security tonight? Because they were having some crazy Halloween party. And I was like, yeah, not really. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll go and do it. So I went and did it. And then I basically found out that I kind of enjoyed doing it. And when I was doing it, it started leading into other things. You know, I was already on the pain stuff, but you know, I grew up with a lot of these people, so I knew a lot of these people that worked there as well. The bartender, he didn't have a license. He always got to ride from someone. I would drive him home some nights. There'd be nights where he'd be like, "Hey, can you bring me home tonight?" Because he wasn't that far from me, and I'd say yes, and then it would be I'd get to his house and he'd go, "Hey, man, you want to come in for a beer or two?" I remember the lines were always a beer or two. And I'd be like, yeah. And then I got to a point where I knew it wasn't just going to be a beer or two every time I brought him or dropped him off. So I get to his house, and then next thing you know, he grabs a beer out, but then he's grabbing a ball of yay, and now we're doing yay all night. And next thing you know, it's 6 a.m, and my heart's pumping through my chest, and we're sitting there talking about who the hell knows what at this time. And then I got introduced to, and then I got introduced to Molly, and I do have to say that was pretty insane. That was intense. I did it a couple times, but the hardest thing to get off, like the Molly, that was the question. What was the hardest substance for me to get off or quit? The or the Molly weren't something that I was into daily, that I couldn't do daily. In fact, I hated how it made me feel the next day. So I really didn't care for either of them. But the pain pills were the hardest, Void. The pain pills were the hardest thing because it's not something that you can just flat out quit. If you flat out quit, you get really sick. You don't feel right. You can't concentrate. You can't sleep because you get restless leg syndrome. You get the sweats. You're hot. You're cold. I mean, it's just it's one of the most terrible feelings. Now, I never did H or heroin, and I never, and it, which shocked a lot of people, me being a pain addict, because it's like basically the next level, from prescription pills, to numb yourself, the same kind of feeling. But I never did it. I never stuck a needle in me. I've never done anything like that. I never did crank or crack or meth even. I never did that. I did Molly, yay, and pain pills were my thing. And then like I said, smoked weed before, but I did pain pills heavy, and it really messed up a lot of things in my life. I mean, like I said, I worked. I was functional. I never committed any crimes. I never killed anybody. I never stole from anybody. I just blew a lot of money, of my own money, on prescription pills, because I did it because once I started doing it, it made all my problems go away. It made everything go away for me. Well, that's not the reality. That's not the truth. And it's hard. And again, I've said this before, but when I decided to get myself off of pain pills and get clean and get help, when I made the decision myself, I had a meeting. I've said this before to a couple people know this, but I had a meeting. I let my ex-wife know that I had to tell her and the kids something. And they didn't know, because, I'd maybe take a pain pill or here or there when they were around, because I could function and I didn't pass out or I didn't whatever, and they wouldn't know any different. I wasn't sitting there shooting needles or doing anything else. But I went over to her house, and I basically sat down in the living room, her living room, with all my kids, and I basically felt like the biggest piece of shit, and told them that I was a pain pill addict, and that I had a problem, and I had to go and get help, and that I was going to get help. And as shitty as it felt, and as crazy as it, as crazy as you think, it changed a lot. It brought me and my kids so much closer. And I am so thankful and so happy that I decided to do it the way I did it. That I told them face to face when I did. That I didn't go and go get help and do this or do that, and then maybe tell them later in life, right? Like, without them really knowing. I felt like it was the right thing for me to do, and to this day, I still say it brings us that much closer, because I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to hide anything from my kids as far as that. I want them to know. I want them to know about their dad and who their dad is. I don't want my kids to feel like they don't know me or they don't know who I am. And I think a lot of that has to do with me not having that great relationship with my father. Me and my mom are very close. My mom was basically, I say it every day, if I can be half the person that my mother is, I feel it's a success, because she's absolutely amazing. But, having that no relationship with my father at a very early age made me realize that that's not the dad I'm going to be. That's not who I'm going to be when I have kids. And even if I became an addict to pain pills, again, my kids still didn't know that I was addicted to pain pills until I told them. They still saw me. I wasn't out of their life. I didn't disappear. I didn't walk out somewhere. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Did I get addicted to something? Yes. Do I feel shitty about it? Yes. Do I have to live with it every day? Yes. But I didn't cheat my kids. And I don't think I did because of the relationship I have with my dad, or how my relationship with my dad was. So, sorry guys, I'm not trying to get you guys all emotional, but I like to be an open book to you guys, because I think it's important, and I think I always hope that there's somebody out there that sees this, whether it's now or later, that, maybe decides they can change and they can get better if that's what they need to do. If they need to get better, maybe that's what they can do. They can get better themselves. You could never see you for who you were, but for who you are with them. Yes, I agree, Sterling. I appreciate it. And Noah, yeah, for sure. We could change it up a little bit. So, Noah, to answer your question, how long have you been collecting your oldest card you own and most expensive card you own? I've had a lot of crazy cards in my lifetime, and I've had some even crazy cards fairly more recent. My issue is I go through phases, and I decide that I'm not gonna collect this guy anymore or this guy. Things change, new players come in. Probably the biggest card I've ever bought personally was a Baker Mayfield Flawless RPA, and it was numbered to like 10 or 15. I think I bought it for around $700 or $900, and this is when Baker Mayfield was hot. This was when his value was up there. And I think the value on that card was around, I got a deal on it. The value on that card was around $1,500. Again, I'm not a guy that says you put a price on a certain card because it's what it's valued to you. But I would say that that's one of the higher end cards. I've had some good LeBron rookies, like Bowman Chrome rookies. I actually had one that was not graded yet that I just sold like a year and a half ago, to my guy Ryan Hammer. He sent it in to get graded. It got a 9.510. Go look up what a 9.510 Bowman Chrome LeBron James go for. Now, it wasn't graded when I owned it, so you can't say that that's the value I had it. But the card was in the same condition. I mean, obviously, right? You can't take a card, you can't make the condition better unless you're a trimmer or something. You do some scam crap. But that thing graded out for him at a 9.510. And it was a LeBron. And those things, I mean, go look at the price on those right now, graded at 9.510. It's insane. We all have our... Yeah, and that's just it, guys. And that's the big thing I want to tell you guys, is that don't be... we all have issues. We all have things. Like, whether we're addicted to a substance, we're addicted to something else, or maybe even this. Maybe it's there's depression we have. There's something that bothers us, right? Maybe it's something like me, like with me not having a close relationship with one of my parents that I've always wanted. Maybe it's just that holds someone back or sets them back. And what I want to say is you're never going to be able to, in my opinion, you're never going to be able to change the way somebody feels about you. You're not going to be able to change the way somebody cares about you. Now, people express how they feel differently. Everybody does, right? It's just like I told you guys earlier, right? I know that my dad loves me. I know that. But I just don't feel it. I don't feel it right. It's hard to say. I feel it, but I don't feel it the way I should feel it, I guess. And I know like I know my stepmother wouldn't just lie to us or lie to me and just say that, because she's a good person. She is a very good person. And again, hence she's with him, and she's not an alcoholic. She doesn't drink daily. She hardly ever drinks. She hardly will ever drink, probably because of him. And how she puts up with him, like when he drinks, because when he starts drinking, he's very hard. You know how some people are very, very, very hard to be around when they're drunk. Some people you can't talk to. It's like it's crazy. Like when I'd go and visit him in Florida a couple of years ago, even like after we started talking again, because again we talk, and he would start drinking because he would do that, and he would start drinking faster. Like when you get in an atmosphere, when you get around your friends or family and you guys are drinking, and you know how your drinks go down a little bit quicker. You're like, oh man, I just drank that one, and you start feeling you get a buzz going quicker. I'm probably getting that feeling because I'm around, or me and my sister around, or whoever's around. But he becomes a big jerk. And he was in the military. His dad was in the military. I have a lot of family that were in the military. His brothers were in the military. I never went into the military, me personally, right? So he'll basically like be like giving me crap because I didn't go in the military. Like, dude, we already don't have a very good relationship, and now you're like, I don't understand why you didn't do whatever. And it's because he's drunk and he gets wasted, and I just can't stand him when he's like that. I'm like, dude, we're never gonna build this relationship up right. So, just again, what I'm trying to say is you can't change the way someone else feels or how they feel. And I kind of bring that up and say that I had a good conversation with a good fellow community member earlier today, before I ever went live today, actually. And again, anybody that ever wants to reach out to me, I'll give you guys my phone number. You can email me, whatever. You guys can reach out to me anytime if you guys have any questions. I'm here for each and every one of you guys. Anything you're going through. But he got a little upset. And I'm not going to name names. That's not what I'm going to do, because it's not my business to do that. But I'm just going to bring up kind of, it fits the same kind of thing I'm trying to talk about right now. And this is what I kind of told him. The way people act, so whether the way they like you, they don't like you, the way they see you, the way they love you, the way they hate you, for anybody, right? This doesn't have to just be a parent thing. This can be a friend thing. This can be whatever. You cannot change the way somebody else thinks about you. So anybody that's not a fan of me, right? I can't change that. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't change what they think of me. What they think of me is what they think about me. People who may like me, may love me. I mean, I could probably change that if I did something that was very bad to make them want to hate me. But what I'm getting at is, again, it's going back to that control what you can control and let go what you can't. If there's somebody doing something and they get you that upset that you don't want to be a part of, a hobby or a good community or whatever, I ask, why are you letting somebody else control or decide your destination or what you want to do or where you want to be or where you want to hang out? Right? And this person understands this. We had a great conversation. And this person realized it. Because this person was going to leave, was going to be done with the hobby, didn't want anything more to do with it. And had emailed me, and I emailed him back. And I basically told him the story about how when I took a break not too long ago before I came back and started being consistent again, how I almost quit. I almost besides my health, like I told you guys, I wasn't feeling good for a while. But it was a mental thing too, because I was so worried about what a few other people thought about me or the hate they had for me just because of whatever. Because success, if you want to call it or whatever you want to call it, I don't really know what you would say. But and then I started thinking to myself, why in the hell am I letting someone else or other people control what I want or what I want to be a part of or what I want to do and how I want to do things? Why? Why should I not be a part of something I love? being a community I love. Why should I step away from YouTube? Because it's therapeutic for me, and this is really a huge step in my therapy and my recovery. It helps me talking about this stuff because that's ultimately what I feel everybody needs to do, especially when they're going through things. You need to talk about it. You need to talk through it. But why? Why would I let some other people hate on me and let that get to me? There's always going to be people out there that do not like what you do. Look at sports teams, right? I just bring up sports because we're a sports kind of card community, right? Look at sports teams. The teams that are successful also get a lot of hate. Either people don't like them, maybe not hate. They don't like them. Maybe some people do hate them. Maybe they beat their team to get to the playoffs or in the playoffs or get to the Super Bowl, or maybe they just don't like them because they're just who they are because they're that good, right? That's with anything, guys. People are going to hate regardless. There's always going to be somebody out there doing it. So if people are doing things that are hating on you or bugging you or whatever, don't let that control your destiny. Don't let that control what you want to do. Continue to do what you want to do. Be consistent at what you do. Try to, just be positive and push it forward. And here's the other thing. I'm going to bring this up again because I brought it up before. And I think it's a good thing to talk about. I see it a lot, okay? When somebody gets when there's a thumbs down or something, right? And I'm just bringing it up quick because I just want to give you guys this message. My question is, why does anybody even have to bring that up? If there are people that are within the community that are part of us, like, why do we even pay attention to it? If you pay attention to it, that's what these people want you to do. So if you don't bring it up, if you don't talk about it, eventually those people are going to go somewhere else where people are going to do what they want them to do and talk about it and bring it up and say, oh, these people, blah, 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 blah. And why does so-and-so, or why do we have this, or why did someone get a thumbs down? Who cares? I'm saying this as a thing for everybody, for all you guys that stream out there. Don't pay any attention to it. Don't let it bother you. It does zero to you. It does nothing. The only thing it can do is rile you up if you let it. Oh, why the hell did I get a thumbs down? And or people mentioning it in chat when they see it. Eventually they're going to go somewhere else where everybody's going to pay attention to it and talk about it and maybe get worked up about it and whatever. Just see past it. Let it go. Just keep moving forward. Because after a couple days, if they're doing it consistently and no one's mentioning anything or saying anything or talking about it, it's probably going to, I'm not saying for sure, but it's probably going to disappear. So, all right. Who else got questions? Have mods or anybody been keeping questions or anything for me? I know I've been kind of all over the place. But guys, I'm just trying to, things that are coming up to the top of my head because I think it's important. Think about whether in your stream or when you're around people, when the vibe is positive, right? And then all of a sudden there's this negativeness that comes in it, and it just kills the vibe. My advice is don't kill that positive vibe. Let's just keep that vibe flowing and let's keep going forward. Now, today I talk about whatever because that's the day. I feel like I owe this to you guys. I feel like this is something that I need to do for myself too. But I feel like it's something I need to do every so often because we get new faces in here. There's people that aren't in the streams as often that are showing up more. And I want anybody and everybody to know who I am. You can ask somebody like Balls. There's a lot of people that probably, I'm not saying anybody in the community, but that there's people that do like videos and stuff that aren't card videos or whatever, that maybe upload videos. They're one person on screen and they're a different person off screen. Balls got to spend 4 or 5 days, 4 days with me just last year at the National. Ask him if I'm any different, if I'm a different person. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry, man. My rant got on a little long, so I'm going to get ready to close it out here shortly. I have a question. It's kind of personal. That's okay. Brady, go ahead, man. This is what this is for. I am an open book. Go ahead and ask it. And if anybody else has quick, I'll try to answer them quick before I get off here so we can get BITG live. Well, I'm glad they figured out what it was. But go ahead, Brady. Ask the question, brother. Ever tried K2 Spice, Def? I've never tried that, brother. Mr. Smiles. Yeah, I sell remanufactured transmissions, transfer cases, and engines for just about any car or any truck. Like that's regular, like small commercial, meaning like, like any manufacturer. But like when I say trucks too, it'd be like Super Duties, like F-250, 350, 450, 550s. We don't do like industrial type vehicles, but we do anything that would be like a personal or a small commercial truck or car. Mustang cars, anything, everything, we do it. Brady, you got that question for me, brother? Still haven't picked up a camera because of harsh words. Man. Yeah, guys, and that's the thing, man. Don't let if somebody talks bad about you or whatever, again, you cannot change what they think about you or what they're going to say about you. You cannot change that. So just try to move past it. As hard as it is, try to move past it and just try to keep going forward and focus on the people. Focus on the people and use positiveness and all that good energy with the people that talk good about you or that want to be a part of you and that want to hang out with you and whatever. Use that energy for that. I am not a mechanic. No, I am not a mechanic. Not at all. I don't work on vehicles at all. I bought a motor off. Yeah, you should have, man. I've told people that before. Giveaway for a free trip with Defness45. That'd be sick, man. Alex, that would be nice. All right. So I've heard before you mentioned leaving the community and stop posting for a while. Not sure why you did, but what was it that made you come back? The people to love. That is an awesome question, Brady. That is a very, very good question. So here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, when I have no goals, goal. Exactly. You got to have goals. I talk about that all the time. It's goals, 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 man. Short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals. A goal can simply be you having a mindset of, hey, in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I want to get, this could be as simple of a goal. I want to get a box of 2017 Chrome baseball jumbo box, and you're putting your money aside together, and I want to get that in 2 weeks or 4 weeks. That's a short-term goal, right? You know what goals are, but try to have goals. But I'm going to go to Brady's question, and then I'm going to try to close us out here soon because BITG's got an awesome night of breaks ahead of him, and I don't want to be stepping over time or toes, and I didn't realize what time it even was. My rants kind of go on, and I apologize, guys. Yeah, guys, and just move past it. That's all I'm really trying to say. Just try to keep that positive focus. So here's the deal. I did leave. So I actually was a card breaker at one time. Before I got back and got really consistent with the streaming, before then I left. A couple years ago, and it was my break thing was RPA breaks, and the reason why I stopped doing it, I had the same love community. A lot of the people that you still see here are still part of this. The only difference is I was working that other job as well, and there's no way I could package and ship out all of the stuff and sort it all the boxes we were breaking, And then I wasn't using pirate ship or anything, so I'd go to the post office and I'd stand at the post office for an hour with tons of packages not labeled, have them all handwritten, so they'd have to type them all in, and I'd be trying to take business calls, and it just didn't work, right? So then I was just kind of Twitter. In fact, my old Twitter account, I think I got up to around 4,000 or almost 5K followers at one time. And then I left Twitter. I just got fed up with Twitter because there were a couple instances that happened where, and I don't even want to bring it up anymore again because it was silly, it was stupid. There were miscommunications. Basically, people thought I was talking about someone else who I consider a friend, and I wasn't. I was saying in plural, and it was about some other new people I saw popping up that were trying to do the same thing, and I didn't understand why, and I was questioning why it was. And my question led to apparently people thinking I was doing that. Now, that wasn't what it is. But anyway, we don't even have to talk about it. We're going to move past it. So I just got fed up. So I just said, you know what, I'm leaving Twitter. I'm done with it. Whatever. I made some videos talking about all of it. Whatever. Like trying to figure out, like trying to get other people's opinions on what exactly had happened and what was going on. And then about 30 or 60 days after that, I started a new Twitter up, so I started fresh. I started all over because I didn't want some of these followers that I had before and blah 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 blah. My YouTube was the same. So then I started streaming a little bit, like doing a card auction again, and I was doing my walk vlogs, but I was actually pre-recording them. And I was talking to myself to a camera, and then I would upload them on YouTube. And then eventually one day I was like, you know, it'd be cool if I just try to do this live. And back then, without 1,000 subs, you could go live just directly on YouTube without any app. So I did it, and like that's when me and Balls were friends back then. He would watch me. He'd be one of my only viewers at first, and I would just talk about whatever, talk about my day, whatever. Well, then I started getting more consistent, and I'm like, trying to push growth with everybody else, like hashtag we grow together, blah blah blah. And I started doing that, and I was streaming every single day, and my sub count was just going boom 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 boom. Like I went from 380 that I had to like almost to 1,000, and then I got right around 1,000 at the national, and then just some things happened. So I wasn't happy with something I had done. I was drinking. We were at the National. We were having a great time. It was a card deal. And I had heard some people were talking about me in a group chat with someone else. And I basically got back to the hotel, and Balls was actually in the room with me when I did it. And I just said, I'm going to go live and I'm going to address this issue. And I had been drinking, and, you know, I called some people out that I heard about, that I found out were talking about me. I felt like I was streaming 8 hours a day at the National. I was trying to bring content for everybody else that couldn't make it to the National. And then I heard people were talking about me, and it just got under my skin so bad, because I was like, man, I'm just trying to do this and show the National for everybody, and now there's a group chat about people talking about me. Again, going back to people are going to talk about you just the way it is. You know, you can't change that. But my mindset wasn't there. See, learning from past mistakes. So I made a video, and I don't think it made me look good. I don't know, whatever. And then one of the persons involved wanted to talk to me, like just on a phone call to try to work it out or whatever. And I said I would talk to that person when I got back home, because we're heading back home from Chicago. And when I got back home, I had a call with the person, and I guess I thought we were good. He said, well, are we good? I said, we're good. But I just kept him blocked because he said he wasn't a fan of me anyway. Like, he even told me in the phone call that, well, I don't even ever watch you. Like, I just ended up popping on that one time. You guys were at the National. When it was on, you were actually eating lunch or eating pizza, and that's when we started talking. And I said, okay. And then he's like, well, am I still going to be blocked? And during the phone call, and I said, well, what does it matter? You said you weren't a fan of me anyway. So I just kept him blocked. But the video I did was not, it wasn't a good look for me. And it was a stupid mistake. And here's something I tell you guys. It's like I always say, think before you say things, especially when you're upset or you're heated. Maybe just step away. Maybe just clear your mind before you go do something or say something. But then there was a video made about me with my name in the title. And I didn't even put the other person's name in the title. But there was a video made about me and whatever. And again, I'm not saying any names. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm past it. But I'm just answering your question because you asked. And then I just started, there was a lot of things. Like, I was pushing this We Grow Together thing, trying to help everybody, just their channels, build, whatever. And a lot of people liked it, but some people didn't like it. Some people considered me like some like cult leader and whatever. And it is what it is, right? Again, I'm just answering your question. I'm already all past all this stuff. I'm just talking about it because I want to answer it the right way. So I started getting like emails every day. I'm getting like all just this, everybody, this or that. There's this hate here. There's this hate there. And I was starting to get really exhausted because I was streaming still every single day. Every single day I was streaming. And then I started to not feel good. Like, it wasn't just from that. It was like I had a pain in my like stomach. It was almost like a heartburn, but it was like all the time. Like, if I ate anything, it didn't matter what I ate. So I kind of just stepped away. I said, you know what? I said, I'm just done. I'm done right now. I'm done with it. Whatever. And it's like what I brought up earlier today. And what I talked about, how you cannot change how people think about you, what people are going to say about you. It's just the way it is. And I started thinking to myself, why do I care what other people think about me? And why? Because I always tell you guys, I tell anybody on streams anyway, anybody can watch these streams, right? About my life. Like, people could say, oh, he's an effing addict, whatever. And that's why I started saying, why do I care? Like, if there's people that aren't going to like me. If they don't like me, they don't like me. If they hate me, they hate me. Whatever. And then I slowly started getting back into it, and when I talked to my buddy, and I was telling him about the pains I was having too, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I take some kind of heartburn crap, but I took it. It says to take it for like a week or two. I took it for like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. He said to do it, and he's very knowledgeable when it comes to this crap. And sure enough, it helped. It started clearing it up. I wasn't getting that pain every time I ate or this or that. It was probably like a small mini ulcer or something I had, but it was affecting everything I did. And that's when I came back, and then I focused. I shifted everything. I'm like, you know what? All I'm going to do is focus on positive. All I'm going to do is focus on being consistent. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to stream every day. And if people want to show up, they can show up. If you want to be a part of things, they can be a part of things. And I made those my long-term goals for the year was to stream every day, be positive, and be consistent. And yes, a big part of it was the people. Because I know there's a lot of people that had reached out to me. There's a lot of people that had reached out when I was going through everything that I was kind of going through. There was people that reached out the time before I even quit, saying, we appreciate you, I appreciate you, this and that. So it's kind of all, man. But at the end of the day, again, this is very therapeutic for me, and I love all you guys. Like, I look forward to being able to fire up the stream every day. I look forward to talking to you guys. I look forward to selling cards, giving you guys great deals. I look forward to being other people's streams like BITG's and Jimmy Guns, interacting with everybody. I look forward to doing all that RSR or crazy during the day while I'm working. Anybody. So I hope that answers the question. You got plenty of love in this community, so cool. I appreciate that, man. Yep, and that's just it, man. I'm not. You guys are gonna get the real me always. I'm not gonna BS you. I'm not gonna bullcrap you. I'm gonna tell you how it is. That's who I am. Like I said, anybody that's been around me, like outside of seeing me on a camera, like Balls or anyone that's been with me for days, knows that I am no different right now than if I got off this and I turned this off and you were coming over and meet me in 10 minutes and we were going to hang out for the weekend or for a week or whatever and go to wherever. It's going to be the same thing. So, and the thing I could just stress to you guys is just if you're, whether you just want to be a part of this community, if you want to be a part of this community, try to help push the positivity, try to help push others. So if you're not, and I'm going to say this, if you're somebody who, and even if you are a creator or an influencer, but if you're just one of the very good, I would say if you're in my community, one of my friends, help push me, help push RSR, help push Javier, help push BITG Breaks, help push Jimmy Guns. And what I mean by that is just simply you showing up and doing what you guys do. Showing up every night, interacting in the chat, not being negative in the chat, being positive, talking to each other, saying what's up to each other. Every day I wonder how many people that are within the chat are maybe not having the greatest day or not going through, or maybe going through a tough time. And then maybe there's somebody in there that they chat with almost every time they're in stream, or they just look forward to people saying what's up to them. Do you know that a lot of times just saying hi to somebody, acknowledging them, saying what's up to somebody can change somebody's day? Because you know how many people feel like they're effing worthless, or they feel like they don't have friends, or they feel like people don't give a crap about them? And then they can turn to places like this and other streams, and they actually feel like they have something. They feel like they have friends. And guys, I'll be honest, I've had many friends in my life. I've had, but I would call a lot of them acquaintances as well. Some were good friends still, some were acquaintances, some were involved in all that, some weren't. But I had to walk away from all that crap. Otherwise, I would never get right. I would never be right. You got to know in life when you have to make a change for yourself and how that change has to be made for the better. Yeah, man. I mean, just and if you're a creator, here's the thing I always try to push and I always like. I mean, like even like me and BITG have done great things. Me and Guns have done great things. Guns does a lot of stuff. BITG does a lot of stuff, for me, for whoever. You guys all do. We need to continue to help push each other. As creators, we need to motivate each other. We need to push each other. And that's simply retweeting each other's stuff on Twitter. And this could be as just our community as a general, whether you're a creator or not. Retweeting things, pushing things, talking about things. Hey, so-and-so's got this going on. Like tomorrow we got our Thursday stream with the NFL draft going on. That should be awesome. That should be so much fun. We should be looking forward to that stuff. We should be looking forward to BITG's breaks because he's got some insane breaks going on tonight, and I'm just about stepping over his toes, so I need to stop rambling and talking. But what up, man? Sweaty, I love you too, brother, man. You're a good cat. You've always been a good cat. You've always been one of the real ones around here. For a long time. You can't please every... Yeah, exactly, guys. And if I missed your guys' questions or whatever, send me an email. Or we can maybe even talk about them tomorrow night during the Thursday streams. I'd be fine with answering more questions. I would love to answer more of you guys' questions. I wanted to get kind of in depth with what Void had asked because I felt it was important. And I felt it was important for a lot of you guys that haven't heard any of that stuff from me before. Just so you guys know. So, but I'm going to tell you guys, let's get over to this. BITG fired up yet? What's up, Javier, my man? So, but, yeah, guys, just continue to push positivity, man. Like, I feel like this YouTube community, all of us, have done great things during this virus thing. Like, we've really made outlets. Everybody that's done stuff that's created and everybody that's been involved in chats and just chatting with each other, I can guarantee you guys have made people's days. I can guarantee you there is at least one day out of a week or something where you chatting with somebody else and saying what's up to them made their day or made their day better because they were having a shit day. So Man, everything you said helped me on this. Man, I hope so, man. That's all I try to do, man. It's all just to hopefully help you guys or help somebody out there. So is BITG fired up? Because if he is, we should get over to his and bombard his stream. Because he's going to have some fun breaks tonight. He's got Chronicles 1819. He's got 3 boxes of 15 Rookies and Stars with something else. It's like 15 hits. It's insane. But I should do a video about my... Yeah, man. Do it. Talk about it, man. Personally, I feel like talking about it is one of the best things as far as the actual recovery part. Like, you need to talk about it. If you don't talk about things, they just sit there. They wear on you. They weigh you down. They weigh you down. That's what it does. It weighs you down. When you can talk about it, it helps. It feels like a release. So... All right, cool, guys. Everybody head over to BITG. I will see you guys over there. We got some fun breaks. I appreciate everybody popping in. I hope this stream maybe helped somebody or helped somebody when they watch it later. I apologize if I was all over the place, but it's just the way it is when I kind of ramble on and answer questions. And don't forget, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are having Thursdays with guests, and we'll be talking draft and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Because you know how I do it here. All right. I love y'all. Have a great night. I'll see you in BITG's stream. Peace.